All right, everybody, welcome to Bitten Apple TV. This is Marty Grabstein, the voice of Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I'm over here with Chantel, Ralph, and Leslie, and we're gonna start the show right now.
Hey guys, this is Cadma here from Bitten Apple TV in conjunction with It Came From the Radio. I'm here as Neelu at the Great Philadelphia Con, and of course, I'm back with my baby brothers again. We have the artist here from the Six Swords. That's right, you guys were watching last time. This is us, and he also has his own book. So we're going to be talking about his artwork, things about what inspires you, how you get your styles. I mean, because I can only do stick figures, so like I'm very impressed with like what you have here. So tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, Plaid Klaus. I live in Brooklyn. I'm a comic artist.
Representing, it's okay. So tell me a little bit more about Void Trip. I mean, what happens on this trip here? I mean,
No, Void Trip. It's a story of the last two humans in space. So it's like a psychedelic road trip through the universe, and they're trying to find euphoria. And it's an existential. It's kind of like Fear and Loathing meets Easy Rider, but in space.
Okay. Now, when it came to putting this all together, I mean, where did the inspiration for you like really came from? What clicked in your head? You're like, this is how I'm going to write this out and get this all done.
Well, it was written by Ryan O'Sullivan, who's a writer on multiple books. Yeah, him and I worked on Turncoat before. So we started pitching around this idea of hitchhikers in space, and then he built it into this really big existential journey. And it just kept growing. They're being chased by this character represented the demiurge, the Gnostic god that wants to keep mankind trapped in this life. So it gets real heady real quick.
So what is your favorite aspect of the protagonist that you do have here? And of course, you do have your antagonist who is chasing them around. What is your favorite personal aspect of these characters individually?
Well, the main character, Anna, she is basically the antithesis of a free will. So she doesn't want to be controlled by anything. And so a large part of the conflict is how do you live free in a universe that continually tries to inhibit you? The structures of the universe itself don't allow you to do whatever you want. And so she's constantly trying to be free and is, hitting roadblocks along the trip. And she's with her companion, Gabe, who is a bit older, like an old hippie. And he's been through the wonder years of being a star child, and he's a bit more burnt out. And so he's trying to advise her how to be a little bit more intelligent on the decisions she makes to get to where she's going, basically. But she doesn't listen to him at all because she's free spirit.
I like her because I like to question myself why I'm not allowed to fly and shoot lightning bolts. So we are very restricted in a universe that we're allowed to do whatever we want. So I do like that. So how long obviously most artists, you guys like pop out of the womb and you guys just have like a pen in your hand. But your style, what would you say that your artistic style and inspiration is from?
Well, I grew up on Sunday comics. My dad used to read Marvel and DC to me when I was a kid. So I ingested all that stuff. I like to call it a cartoon realism. So I studied all the perspective, lighting, all the classic techniques, and then on top of that I try to make a cartoon world feel authentic and inhabitable.
You have a very smooth style, and it's also very distinct. So when they told me that they were going to be working with you, I was like, I like how this is going to look. Very smooth stuff. So for those who are looking for, want to see what your artwork looks like, they want to see or go on a Void Trip themselves, where can they go find you?
Sure. Plaid Klaus on all social networks. That's PLAID KLAUS. And Void Trip is coming out in trade beginning of June 2018. So
make sure you guys look out for it. Come on, these guys are my baby brothers. Make sure you check them out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who loves Bitten Apple?
Oh, Kel loves Bitten Apple. I do. Ooh. The Bitten Apple, y'all.